Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm here with my special guest, Jenny.
Hello.
She has been busy sewing. 3 caftans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jenny, if you've all been following along with Jenny's sewing journey, I mean, Jenny does like all of the things behind the scenes here at Tomcat Stitchery, but as far as her sewing journey that you guys have been following along in videos, she tackled garment sewing, really reintroduced herself back into garment sewing. She's basically going through our class catalogs.
Yep.
That's available on the channel. She's done the shirt making class, which is what she is wearing here, and now Jenny has tackled knits. So if you too are scared to tackle knits, or something that it's kind of new to you and not sure what to do, I want to remind you that we do have a class, Knit Sewing Essentials. It walks you through making t-shirts. I got 4 or 5 different necklines on a t-shirt, how to sew with knits on both a sewing machine, a serger, a cover stitch, of which Jenny used all of the above for these. Anyway, it's a really great class, and I just want to remind you that we do have that for sale over on the website.
We actually have a free book about knits too. So if you want to grab that, you can just pop over to the website and download it for free today.
A free ebook, absolutely. Yeah, so you want to go and take a look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the inspiration, why we decided to make 3 caftans, and kind of the whole story behind that. And it all started with fabric.
Yes.
So I was gifted a large amount, 8 yards, I think, of this beautiful fabric. It's 100% polyester knit from a viewer because it was not in her color palette. Anyway, it arrived. Jenny and I were both looking at it, and we're like, oh, what should we do? What should we do? And we've got a dear friend with a pool. And
because if there's one thing that's better of having your own pool, having a friend.
Absolutely. In fact, I would say that's better.
Yeah.
So we decided for Jenny to make 3 caftans for us to lounge around our friend Amanda's pool.
Yes, and I would say that the fabric, if I had to describe it, if you closed your eyes and I had to describe to you psychedelic snowflakes, that's what this fabric would be like. So we had a ton of it, and it's that fabric that's really nice and lightweight that it dries really quickly. And so that's why we thought swimsuit cover-ups would be really great. So I got online and I was digging around, and I was at the Pattern Emporium website, and they had 3 different patterns that would be suitable for swimsuit cover-ups. So I made the Calypso, the Sun-Kissed Kaftan, and the Summer Breeze dress. Now, some of those are meant for woven fabrics, but with my teacher here, I was like, we can adapt this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So it was a little tricky working with this knit because it was kind of heavy, but I learned a lot working on these caftans, and they really, honestly, they're not hard to make one of these. You can make one in an afternoon. I actually think I made all 3 of these in 2 days. Yeah. And that includes cutting. So not a big deal, a super simple thing, and I think it would be so fun if you had like a girls trip or a family reunion to just go get a bolt of fabric and surprise your friends or your sisters or, you know, extended family members that you would really like, who are all in on like this kind of fun thing. So that's what we did. And I'm going to start off with the first one that's over here.
I'm going to be Vanna.
She's Vanna. So this is the one we made for our friend Amanda. And I think at some point Whitney will pop up some pictures here on the side.
I will.
Amanda is petite, and she sent me her measurements, and I made the size medium of the Pattern Emporium Calypso. And the variations I used was the scoop neck, the 3/4 sleeves, I did the curved hem at the bottom, did the dress length, and an elastic waist. But because the fabric is so busy, I wanted to add something special to each one of these. And so for Amanda's, I crocheted all the edging on the outside of this. And I have a little sample of the crochet. I'm going to bring closer to the camera so you can see what it looks like. But I used a yarn that is cotton and linen blend because I wanted something that you could put into the washing machine. I didn't want to use wool that would ball up or anything. So this was perfect. I made about 7 yards of this trim, And it was super easy. Actually, down in the description box, I'm going to link to the YouTube video that I followed to make this trim. It's a couple years old, but it was like 2 movies worth of handwork there.
And slight carpal tunnel.
Yeah, and slight carpal tunnel. And the yarn I used is this Juniper Moon Farm. It's called the Zoe. And like I said, it's the cotton linen blend, and the colorway is Lagoon. I thought it was just beautiful. I had it in my stash.
And it goes perfectly. It goes so good with the fabric.
And, honestly, I have a yarn stash to rival Whitney's fabric stash. So it wasn't too hard to find something that matched. But sewed it all on the edge first. So what I did was I flipped it so the right side was facing the fabric, and I zigzagged it on, and then I flipped it back over and top stitched it down so it lays so nice. And we popped it on Amanda. She looked adorable and ridiculous, and I'm sure you've seen some pictures flying around over here.
Absolutely. And for those that have been in my pattern fitting class, Amanda, my friend Amanda, is one of the models for that class.
Yeah, she is. She absolutely
if she looks familiar.
And the fun thing about Amanda, too, is that her daughter and our kids have been friends since kindergarten. So, by extension, we are friends, too. And we're at the invite ourselves to your pool stage of a friendship.
Which is a fantastic stage to be.
Absolutely. So then, our beautiful host, Whitney, she couldn't come in just wearing, you know, something drab. She had to have her own kaftan. And we were channeling the Mrs. Roper look for Whitney with the sun-kissed kaftan from Pattern Emporium. And I made the half sleeve for her, but the maxi length. And there's 3 different neck options on this one, and I did the mid V-neck. Now, I'm going to tell you.
And we sewed it to the wrong side instead of the right side.
Right, yeah. We did, because the fabric is so busy.
Yeah.
We didn't want to have like another
Not
set of...
you.
I did. I didn't want to have another set of like conflicting action happening. So we sewed it on the inside. But I think the thing that we learned with this one is because the fabric is kind of weighty and has a really heavy drape to it, I probably could have sewed the shortest V-neck and it'd still be a plunging V-neck on this dress. But she looks so good in it. I mean, you guys can see here in these pictures of her dancing around. Our friend has a little outdoor sound system, so we were dancing to Beach Boys music. The fun thing I did for Whitney's is that I got into Whitney's stash and I found these lime green pom-pom trim.
Yeah.
The trim aisle at Joann's is going to be probably what I miss the most because like I never bought anything, but I just really always enjoyed walking down that aisle and imagining like if I did put trim on it, what could I use this for? Well, we found this, and seriously, I had 6 inches left from what was left over in her stash. It was perfect.
And it has been in my stash. I don't even remember where it came from. So I'm like, perfect. Like, let's use it. Let's use it. And I opted for no waist. I didn't want any elastic or anything around my waist. I prefer loose and flowy so I can throw it on.
And the armholes are really deep on this one. So she is, there's literally nothing touching her but her shoulders.
And it's fantastic.
Now, 2 of our 3 kids were there when we did this.
Yes.
They were kind of, there was some eye rolling.
But they were also our photographers.
They were. They're like, stand here. Do this. And then for the last one, this was mine. And I used the Summer Breeze pattern for this dress. And I chose to do the maxi length with the drawstring shoulders and the elastic waist. It has a V in the front and a V in the back. And the nice thing too is I could make these, I could loosen the drawstrings and kind of give it myself some more shoulder coverage if I wanted to. But I feel like if I had to run to the grocery store after being at our friend's pool, I could put this on and look pretty acceptable. And it's okay. Now, I'm a person who does hide from the sun. I have transparent skin. So for me to not have long sleeves on was kind of a big deal. But I was like, I don't care. I want to have this dress. I think it's super cute. Yeah. So that's how this one came together. And the little magic touch on this one is some bias tape I also found in Whitney's stash. That is the 2 colors of blue of the fabric that it just matched perfect. Yeah. So everything's got a little special touch to it that makes it a little different, aside from being 3 different patterns. But then, you know, it's a really easy way to kind of let your, I don't know, creativity flow. So if you had some really cool clashing patterns, but you want to do some pattern mixing, like I think you could do really with any one of these. I believe that they are all meant for wovens, but we used them for knits, and I would say for knits, If I were to do it again, I would size down. But it's a swimsuit cover-up for us.
It's a good rule of thumb. And as a reminder, if you are ever looking at a pattern and trying to decide, you know, a woven pattern and maybe you want to make it out of a knit, you can make woven patterns out of knits, but not the other way around. If you have a knit pattern, you really need to use knit fabric, just because of the way that stretch is usually designed into that pattern. So just a little rule of thumb. Not an absolute rule, but a pretty good one to stand by. And I kind of want this dress in a drapey, like a woven fabric to wear as a dress, I think.
Oh, I think it'd be really, really cute. There's actually some rayon in the stash that I was kind of like,
oh, yeah.
This could be good. It was super easy to put this together, by the way. I think this was the most complex one with 7 pieces. So, like I said, quick, easy, fun sew for you or your friends or I don't know, match your
kid
your
or
neighbor
whatever.
Or whatever you want to do. Or even a gift. This would be a great gift. Like if you had a summer birthday and you're like, hey friend, I made you this swimsuit cover-up. Oh my gosh, I would love to get a present for this. By the way,
absolutely,
this is the first time I've made something for her.
It is! It is, and she asked me, when was the last time someone made something for you, garment-wise? I mean, I had a student of mine make me a quilt, which was amazing, but I don't know, other than when I was little and my mom sewed for me occasionally, I don't know that anyone has ever sewn for me.
Well, your 2 rectangle dress.
Hey, I feel fabulous in it. I can waft around a pool with my fruity drink and sunglasses.
Yeah, we were having the time of our lives.
Do you want to talk about your knit sewing journey? What are some things you learned about sewing with knits, Jenni?
Okay, well, I was pretty terrified because on this one I had to put a neckband on. And so I had to be really kind of careful about how I was laying and stretching things. So it was a little terrifying. I kept asking, is this okay? Is this okay? And finally I just was like, whatever, you just try it and see what happens. And it went really well. And I got to use the cover stitch machine too. And on the scoop neck, you can see this nice cover stitch detail right here. On the Whitneys, on the back, I cover stitched it upside down because I didn't know.
But it gives it an athletic look, you know, so the loops are on the outside of the fabric and the straight lines are on the inside of the fabric. But if you buy athletic wear anywhere, you'll notice that that is often on the right side of hems and neck edges and stuff like that. So I think, and that was my bad. I forgot to mention that when she said
and to tie it off the cover stitch machine too, whatever. And then the last fun thing I did is that right now on the serger we have rainbow variegated thread. I know you can't see that over here, but I just want you to imagine just the colors of the rainbow serged edge on all of these. And we're kind of leaving it there all summer because it's just going to be summer of 2025.
Variegated thread on the serger might be my new favorite little hidden gem. I mean, obviously, if I'm making a white linen button-down shirt, I don't want to use brightly colored serger thread on the inside.
But
for things like this, I think variegated thread on my serger is my new favorite, like, pop of color on the inside.
I mean, it just really makes it joyful. It does make it joyful.
It's all the little details that we as seamstresses can put into our garments.
So I would encourage you, if you've not sewn with knits and you need a little helping hand, grab her class. These are 3 fantastic patterns to make a swimsuit cover-up or a summer dress that just will float away. I can imagine like this in a Indian block print, really lightweight cotton lawn. Just feeling so good on some of these hot days because it has been a unique kind of hot here. And the best way I can describe it is imagine going into like the locker room at the YMCA.
It's like a sauna.
And there's a shower that's been dripping for 3 years. And the hot air blower hand dryer is all blowing at the same time. That's what it feels like outside.
It's not pleasant.
It's true.
It is not pleasant.
It's true.
So,
but that's it for us today. I'm so glad that you guys are following along on my journey. I actually don't know what's next for me.
Maybe a more complicated things. Maybe a pair of pants.
I think a pair of pants might be next.
like not just elastic waist or like wrap pants, but like a for real pair
that are really fit
with a fly and a waistband.
Maybe we'll see. But these are my garments for June.
Woohoo!
I did it.
Yeah,
so
you did.
I'm on track for a garment a month, and this was 3.
Yeah. So she's been
actually ahead.
Pretty chuffed with herself right now.
All right, that's all for us today, you guys. We're happy to see you, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely. Have a fantastic week, everyone. Happy sewing. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.